I'm Amy, and today I'm going to be doing a comparison video on the Cricut Joy and the Cricut Joy Extra. I'm going to talk about the similarities and differences between the two machines and figuring out which one is right for you. Today's video is sponsored by Cricut. Thank you so much, Cricut. I love my Cricut machines, and I have been using Cricut ever since it first came out, so it is seriously an honor to be able to work with this brand and be able to share with you a product that I have literally bought myself and love so much. Now, if you've missed my other Cricut videos, I did a few videos talking about the Joy Extra since it's one of their newest machines, and I walked you through a whole unboxing process, set it all up, and then I even show exactly how to use the machine, how I've used the machine, and tons of different projects that I've made over the last few months. I have a Cricut playlist down in my description box, so be sure to go check those out if you want to see how I use this machine. Alright, I have both the Cricut Joy and the Cricut Joy Extra right here. Let's chat about the comparisons between these two machines. Alright, so here is a look side by side, and you can tell that the Cricut Joy Extra is just a little bit bigger than the Cricut Joy. Now, I would say when deciding between these two machines, the most important thing to consider is what types of projects you're going to be making with your machines. If you plan on making mostly small vinyl decals, written labels, and cards, then the Cricut Joy may be the right machine for you. But if you plan on making slightly bigger projects and you want to make full color stickers or custom apparel, then I would say that the Cricut Joy Extra would be the right machine for you. Now, both of these machines can cut, write, draw, foil, and score. They also both come with a premium fine point blade, and this blade can cut vinyl, cardstock, and more. And here's a look at a close-up of the blade from these machines. Now, the materials that you can use for both machines are vinyl, iron-on, infusible ink, paper, and cardstock, and even writable labels, but only the Joy Extra can do the printable sticker paper. If you see yourself wanting to make some stickers, then you definitely have to have the Joy Extra to be able to use that feature. Now, for the Cricut Joy, I've pulled out some smart vinyl and also a mat just so you could see the comparison between the size of the projects that you can make with these two machines. The maximum cut sizes for the Cricut Joy when you're using smart materials are 4 feet long by 4.5 inches wide. But for the Joy Extra, the maximum cut size is 4 feet long by 8.5 inches wide. So you can definitely do some wider projects with the Joy Extra. Okay, so I have had the Cricut Joy for several years now, and I honestly reach for my Cricut Maker, which is this bigger machine back here, more than I do for this Cricut Joy, just because the project size that I'm typically doing is way bigger. Now, if I'm gonna just do some labels or a card or something like that, I definitely reach for my Cricut Joy. But I have had the Cricut Joy Extra, and you can see it's only slightly bigger, but the size of the projects that I'm doing with this machine are definitely more of a normal size project that I would typically do. So if I'm doing a t-shirt or I am making a sign or something like that, then this is big enough to do all of that. So I've only had this machine for about a little over 3 months now, and I have made so many different projects with this machine, and I've honestly pulled this one out more than I've pulled out my Cricut Maker. I think I've done one project on my Cricut Maker the last 3 months that I felt like I could still have done with this, but I was making 2 shirts with the same design, and so I wanted to be able to use this bigger mat, and I had a huge sheet of vinyl, and so we could cut it all at once, where I still could have made that same project. If I had only been making 1 shirt, I would have done it with the Cricut Joy Extra, just because it's so much more lightweight. The vinyl is smaller, the project space is a lot smaller, so I definitely feel like this is such a versatile machine. And honestly, if you look at the price comparison, there's not much difference between the price of these two machines. I will leave links for both of these down in the description box, by the way. But there's not a huge price difference, so I would say if you're gonna make more than just cards and labels, then I would definitely go with the Cricut Joy Extra, just because as soon as you get the hang, if you're a brand new crafter and you're a little bit intimidated, as soon as you get the hang of those basic projects, maybe making labels or stickers, something like that, you're gonna want to use this more and more, especially the more you get used to it. And you know, you might come across some DIY projects on YouTube, and after being able to use this machine for a little bit, you're gonna probably, you know, level up your crafting game and want to do some bigger projects or some homemade gifts, things like that. So I would definitely recommend this one to most people, unless, like I said, if you just want to make labels or cards, maybe you're a professional organizer or something and you just want to do labels, then this one definitely would be the right machine for you. But other than that, if you plan on making other things, then I recommend getting the Joy XTRA. Now, if you want a full comparison video on all of the Cricut machines, you can actually go to Cricut.com/compare and check out all the details and features of all their machines that they have to offer. All right, so I am so excited to continue sharing all of my Cricut projects here on my channel with you guys. We have birthdays coming up, the end of the school year, 4th of July, all kinds of fun things coming up. So I will definitely be using my machines for tons of different projects and sharing ideas with you guys here on my channel. So if you're new here, then be sure to subscribe before you leave. Let us know what questions you have about the Cricut so that way I can share them in my Cricut DIY videos. And I would love to help you guys pick the right machine for you. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!